This is my 2013 Ford Mustang GT fitted with Roush Axle-Back exhaust tips to make the car sound like music to my ears. In today's video, we're going to be replacing those Roush Axle-Back exhaust tips. Sadly, I know they have to go, and replacing them with Valvetronic Mufflers Universal Design valved exhaust. So if you don't know what a valved exhaust does, it basically allows you to open or close your car to make it louder or quieter. Now, if you're asking yourself the reason why I went from a car that sounds like this to whatever this is going to sound like, it's because I live in New York City and New York City hates cars. You, New York City. So in today's video, we're going to see that whole process today. Is obviously going to involve some exhaust work, which I do not know how to do. So my buddies over at a car shop helped us out, and so I'll be shouting them out as well, and you guys could check out their information and see how you think it's going to sound on the Mustang. So leave a comment down below. Do you guys think it's going to sound good, better than the Roush, or just okay? Let's get into the video. I think you guys will like this one. We're going to be installing Valvetronic mufflers on the Mustang in order so we can have that cutout functionality to make it quiet when we want to be a good Samaritan and loud when we want to be a bad one. First up, we are at Meineke right now. Alright, so this is the Valvetronic mufflers. They're looking pretty good, pretty solid right here. I like that. They look really clean. You got the logo on it, all that. Really clean. Even comes with a license plate frame. I could find out. You should have some information back there. You can hear a little bit of the rattle, right? Yeah, I couldn't see.
Nothing here.
Alright, so we got the Mustang up on the lift.
What about the tips?
I was gonna see if we could use these.
They're gonna be too long.
You guys have tips?
Pause.
What do you think about the Roushes? Are they good, or are they trash?
Something in there.
Yeah, it's rattling. That's all right. So sadly, it wasn't meant to be. Even though we got a nice little M car over there. Yeah. So the mufflers look absolutely amazing, but after going to Meineke, checking it out, we're not going to be able to install them today because we don't have any exhaust tips for it. There's the Mustang right there. It does have a little bit of a rattle going on in the Roush Axle-Back, so it might be, yeah, it might be his time. Car does sound good though. Alright guys, so sadly after going to Meineke, they could not draft up the welds for me. They said that if they did, I would need either another exhaust to kind of like cut out that would fit the 2.5-inch tips, because the muffler kind of like pushed out a little bit with the Roush clamps. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit too long and it's gonna look very silly on the back of the car. So I appreciate them, you know, actually just not doing a trashy job. You know, I appreciate them actually putting some thought into it. So what I am gonna do is I'm either gonna check out another muffler shop, see if they actually have better tips, when that would be better suited for my car and my circumstance, or they could actually, or maybe they have some shorter exhaust tips, one that would actually fit my car, and see what they say. Maybe they say the same thing, maybe they don't. You never know until you try. All right, guys, we are at Crown Auto right now. We're having the Mustang up on the lift. We're trying to mock up what we're gonna do. It is tight. All right, so today we're probably gonna be saying bye to the Roush Axle-Back exhaust tips. I'm so sad to see them go. I actually love them, but it's time for a change. As you guys can see, I just got done with my surgery yesterday, but I've been dying to put these things on for the longest. The only problem we might have is with the exhaust tips. They might stick out a little bit too much, so hopefully we get everything lined up, dialed up perfectly into for this video. So let's check it out. Say bye to the mufflers. Alright guys, the Mustang is gonna go get the Roush Axle-Back tips taken off. Then we're gonna put on the Valvetronic mufflers. You can hear the Roush isn't actually too loud, but it's gonna be a lot quieter with the Valvetronics. I'm gonna miss the Roush, I really will. I'm gonna miss the Roush, bro. I'm gonna miss the Roush. Man, you can hear the Roush holding on for dear life. Yeah, I'm actually very sad. They have a lot of cool cars over here though. Not this one. Oh no, you good, bro. You're not even walking in it. Ah, it's all good. Alright, y'all, so we over here at Crown Auto Speed Lab. Got a whole bunch of fleet of cars over there. They got the Honda Civic Type R. I have a BMW M3 competition. Got the Honda over there too. S14. Where's that? I'll be forgetting. I don't understand. S13, I believe. Got the RS. Very outlandish wrap, I'm not gonna lie, it's out there. And look at that over there, the Honda S2000. That looked like a dedicated, just a dedicated track car. I don't know if it's a drift car or something like that, but it's, yo, that thing is expensive. Y'all see that? Over here got another Beamer. Everything over here look clean, bro. It look nice. I like that.
Yeah, I'll send you this picture and put it together. Put it on the grid.
Okay. Let me see.
One hour later.
All right, it's closed now, yeah. Holy hell, this is crazy. But I need some nice exhaust tips. That's what I need. I need some nice ones. Okay, it still got it. Wow. Let me hear it. It's not open.
Hold the middle. Okay, good. I like that.
We installed the Valvetronic exhaust last video, and now I want to let you guys be able to hear it in like a real world environment. It is very, very windy. So I'm gonna try to set this thing up for you guys so you can get some good audio clips. Hope my hat doesn't blow away, and let's get into it. What's up, guys? This is Akeem coming from post-production. I'm editing the video right now. I remember something I forgot to include in the video, which was the exhaust tips. So the exhaust tips was a big reason why my key would not work on the car. And so basically what I did was I was buying exhaust tips from Amazon and they were just too big. So I ended up always returning them, getting my money back. And then I actually found the right size exhaust tip on Walmart. So yes, the Mustang, those black exhaust tips that you see in the video, I'll link it below and have you put it up on the screen. Yeah, they're from Walmart. Hey, save money, live better. Come on. All right, so this is the remote that we get for the Valvetronic exhaust. It is pretty beefy, and when I say it is beefy, this thing is heavy. Like, trust me when I say this thing is actually, it looks very expensive, and it probably is. So don't lose it because you only get one. You only get one when you buy the mufflers. So this one is the dual muffler setup. You can see there's one on this side, there's another one on that side right here, and the buttons basically have like a light switch functionality where it has like on and off. It's not just like one press, it's top and bottom. So when you press the top, it closes the valves very easily, and when you press the bottom, it uses the air compressor to open the valves, making the car a lot louder. Now the only problem I have with this is that there is no way to actually control it from inside the car. This is the only way, so even if you're driving, you have to use this. All right, so if you open the trunk, you can see the spare tire well right here. You can also see right there, you have the Valvetronic Designs line, and that line runs through that grommet right there. That's the one gripe I do have with Crown Auto. They did not fill in the grommet. Like you can see, there's one on this side. So if you guys are doing this by yourself, I would say just cut a hole into the grommet and then run the rubber line through. And that line is basically just going to feed the air. This is going to be the air compressor that allows you to open the valves and close the valve. The line runs in through the interior of the car, and this is where you're going to get your power from. It's going to be from the cigarette lighter right here that's inside the center console. So this is it right here. You can see I can easily just plug it out like this. It has a little red light indicating when it has power and when it doesn't. I actually had to buy like this extender or this splitter for the cigarette lighter just so I could have some more, because you can see right here, if I plug it in, it takes up basically all the cigarette lighters I have right here, and I want to install some more things inside of the car. There's this one right here, but it's so out of place that it's like I don't even really want to use it. For me, it's just like for decorations, because I don't want to have wires just hanging from here. I wish there was a way I could like press it from inside without having to use the remote button, but I mean, it's pretty cool to just, be like opening up the valves, closing the valves, even when I'm not driving or I'm not even in my car with the car powered on. And because the Mustang is a live power, it always has power to the cigarette lighters and stuff like that. It always turns on. Something weird I noticed is that whenever I leave the car for like, if I drive the car, turn off the car, lock the car, go up into my home, it closes the valves like automatically. I don't know why it does that. Like after 15 minutes, it just closes the valve. So it's not the end of the world, but you just got to get used to, you left the valve open and then you started it the next morning and it's really quiet. Comparing this Valvetronic exhaust to the Roush, it is a lot quieter. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot quieter. I feel like when I start revving it out, it gets louder. But just for like everyday driving, bro, them Roushes was loud, bro. They were loud. But they sounded amazing. And it's never going to be as good as the Roush. Of course, I'm just doing this because of my circumstances. But if I didn't have to deal with New York City's Bull, I would definitely stick with the Roush. The Roush just sounds way more refined. It's engineered specifically for the Mustang. This is a universal application, so if you guys don't like it, you don't like it, that's it. But most of you guys, I think most of us are going to have to do this not out of choice. It's probably going to be out of demand from police. It is what it is. But yeah, so essentially that's everything about the muffler. I'm gonna give you guys some flybys so you can kind of hear how it sounds. I think it's pretty good, but you really have to get on it. Like, you have to redline it. And there is something I found to be a little more useful to make this exhaust quieter or louder if you want. I'll get you guys that in the next video that I have to do. It's probably going to be a couple more videos just because I hasn't prepared for it yet. I'll show you guys a little synopsis. So this thing right here is a pedal commander. I've been using it for some time. I still have to do a video on this. I know I haven't installed this, or I haven't updated you guys on this yet, but I will be getting to that. So basically, this is the pedal commander, and if you have it in eco mode, I realize that it makes the car a lot quieter. If you have it in Sport Plus, which you probably shouldn't do that unless you want to see God. If you have it in like City or Sport, it makes the car a lot louder. So that is something just to keep in mind if you guys want to have like the Valvetronic exhaust. A way to make it a little bit louder is by getting one of those throttle controllers. It does actually make a difference. Oh yeah, and something you guys should know is that Valvetronic mufflers does not do any of this installation, which is really weird. They sell all the mufflers, but they don't particularly install them, which is kind of funny. All right, so the first thing is going to be, why did I want a universal valved exhaust system? The reason why I actually wanted a universal valved exhaust system is because I wanted the variability where I can make the Mustang quiet as well as loud. Having the Roush exhaust tips were absolutely beautiful sounding every morning to wake up to. However, a lot of people probably did not like me. I kind of went around that by pushing in some pool noodles in the back of my trunk, which actually did a really good job of muffling the exhaust sound. Alright guys, that has been the video. Let me know if you guys think the Valvetronic Designs universal muffler exhaust is good for the S197 Mustang. I think, for relatively speaking, it is really good for the S197 Mustang. Now, would I say that these are better than like Roush, Borla, MBRP? No, I wouldn't say that. I think those exhausts are more fine-tuned for the Mustang, especially when you get a crisper sound, because they did a lot of R&D for those sounds. But when it comes to being able to just quiet this pony up and make it loud again, I think this is one for the books. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love having this. Now, I think when you couple that with like some headers or something else, you know, that will make the Mustang louder again, because you want it to make it loud, but you just don't want to invite drone. And I know as soon as I installed these on my Mustang, there was a little bit of drone for like a day or two, but it went away after like a month. I don't know why. It's weird, but maybe it's my driving style. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about the universal Valvetronic Designs muffler. I think they're pretty good for the Mustang. They're pretty good for the price point, and if you can weld and install these yourself, bro, these are fire. You know what I'm saying? Or you could just get it welded in and you do the electronics yourself, because they're really not that difficult. It's literally just plugging something into a cigarette lighter and then plugging the wires up. That's the hardest part. So if you guys have any recommendations, or let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Do you think the Mustang still sounds like a Mustang? Honestly, there's some days where I think it's really quiet, but I think that's because I had the Roush previously. The car still sounds good. It still gets people's attention. It still gets my attention when I'm driving, and I still like to wind down my window. So without further ado, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to hit up Valvetronic Designs if you want to get one of these for yourself. I got the 2.5 inch, but maybe if you got the 3.5, it wouldn't fit the Mustang, or maybe it just would be a lot different. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This has been your boy AR Car Reviews, coming at you guys live with another video, and stay tuned for the next one, because we got some goodies coming up for the Mustang as well. So take care. AR out.